What's up guys, DuArktik here with another Marvel Strike Force video, and in this video we are going to talk about the level cap increase from level 90 to level 95 and what should you do about it. Which characters should you gear up? Should you gear up your raid characters? Should you gear up your Cosmic Crucible characters? We are going to talk about all of that to make sure you don't make the biggest mistake ever. To make sure that you don't make the biggest mistake ever. And a lot of people will make this mistake because they're going to be baited into it. They're going to be baited into it, but we need to be smarter than that and know exactly what you are doing. So, as always, if you like the information on this video, make sure you share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you are new to my channel, make sure you subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content and make sure you smash that like button. Okay, let's get started. Let's talk about this level cap increase. Is this level cap increase for you? Is this level cap increase for me? Probably not. This level cap increase, it's for the whales. The whales, they have nothing to do right now. They have all characters with Eyes Weight Blue level 4 and level 5. They have all characters at Teal Gear, Gear Tier 16, Gear Tier 17. And they have all characters with 7 red stars. So, Scopely, because they delayed the Eyes Weight Purple, because they delayed the other things that are coming to the game this year, then they had to rush and deliver this level cap 95. They are saying that this is gonna help you with raids, with the skill raids supposedly, but is it something that really matters, or is just Scopely trying to cash in a little bit early this year? Because usually the level cap, it should be only in 2 months, but it's coming early this year. So yeah, so is it for me, is it for you? It's definitely for none of us. So which characters should you gear up to level 95? Which ones? I'm gonna show you something and then we're gonna talk about it. Which characters you should gear up to level 90. Okay, so to help you figure out which characters you should gear up, I'm gonna show you my Rebirth team at 700k power. Right now my team is at 750k power, so they are slightly bigger than these, but I need to show you these so you can understand which characters you should level up to level 95. So let's take a look at this gameplay. And this is if you like to play the game. If you just want to sim the raids, sure, you can do some higher investments. You probably cannot sim raids with the teams at this level, but if you like to play the game, then just pay attention. Just pay attention. If you really enjoy playing the game, just pay attention. Okay, so we are doing our normal stuff. Oh wow, anti-venom or Agent Venom, you just destroyed everyone. That's nice. Okay, so now let's apply ability block to Ultron. Oh, that's cute. Okay, so now we have that guy over there. Oh, we stand at him. Now we apply defense down to those characters over there. Oh, that's very interesting. So what are we doing here now? Oh damn, the node 1 is already completed. What are we doing here? Okay, nice. The team is fully healthy. It has full health. And you are pretty much done here. I also changed the position of the team. I no longer use this position, but as you guys can see, yeah, node 1, very interesting. Just put on auto to don't waste more time, since you are just facing Ultron and you are just going to do basic attacks. Okay, so that was node 1. I need you to watch this so you can understand what's going on here. Okay, so that was node 1, Rebirth team, 700,000 power. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, let's figure out node 2. This is very interesting. There was someone that used to make Marvel Strike Force content in the past. His name was Philosopher, and he had this idea. We're gonna refresh that idea from Philosopher, which I agree 100%. I agree 100%. The idea was to not gear up characters beyond what is the minimum necessary. Don't gear up characters beyond the minimum necessary. And this is why I'm showing you this, because you need to see that even a 700,000 power team can beat all the content if you know how to play. If you use the right strategy, if you use the right as a weight, if you use the right enemies to focus on, and if you use the right abilities on the right moments, even a team that is at low level, at low power, they can still do huge things in game. Whether it is in raids, Michael, thanks for the sub. Whether it is in raids, whether it is in Cosmic Crucible, whether it is in Alliance Wars, if you are using the right team, if you are using the right strategy, if you are using the right ISO weight, you don't have to over-invest in characters. And if you want to know the right strategy and so on, make sure you subscribe to the channel, make sure you join my Discord, and if you have any question about anything, you can always ask me or tag me directly, or ask someone with the orange name. Usually the people with orange name in my Discord, they have good information to share as well. Okay, so as you can see, we just beat the node number 2 on maximum difficulty, the maximum difficulty that we have available right now in the raids, 3.5 on the Doom raids, 700,000 power team, yikes. Okay, can we also beat the node number 1? This is all continuously. As you guys can see, there are no cuts, this is all continuously, and there is no healing, there is no revive characters, there is nothing, there is literally nothing. Okay, so let's see. Stun LVL looks good. Now the most important character to kill on the node number 3, and many people make this mistake, the most important character is Philosopher. You need to get rid of him as fast as you can. Ebony Maw is a good second target, but if you don't get rid of the Philosopher, it's going to cause you a lot of problems. So once again, this is how, are we doing the right strategy? Are we executing the strategy the way it is? Maybe yes, maybe no. Situations like in Cosmic Crucible, Gamma Team versus the Unlimited X-Men, many people tell me, oh, it doesn't work for me. You have to ask yourself, am I using the right strategy? Am I using the correct abilities on the correct order? If not, then you might be falling into a situation where you are creating problems to yourself that are not necessary, and this is why it's so important to be well informed. And sometimes when we have a super powerful team like Dead Seed, then it doesn't really matter what we do, but that's not going to be the case in most cases. And this is why having certain teams just leveled up to a certain point, it's going to be great for you long term, because these raid teams, they lose their value very, very fast. We have a team like Infinity Watch, which is still good after 2 years of being out, and the other teams like the Web Warriors, that has been out only for 1 year, that team is already on the garbage because the team is trash. So this is why specific teams like the raid teams, you just want to gear them up as much as you need, because if you can do this, that's fine, you don't have to gear them up anymore. You can stop and that's it. So you can see 700,000 power team was able to beat the raids, Doom 3 difficulty 5, no problem. Okay, now that we saw the Rebirth team at 700,000 power in action, which characters should you work on? Which characters should you level up all the way to the moon to level 95? Once again, you gear up your characters based on what you need. If you are trying to unlock Apocalypse, then you have to take a few characters, the Horseman characters and the 3 Marvel Strike Force original characters. Then you have to take those 23 characters to Gear T16 ISO 8 Blue level 4. At some point you'll have to take to Gear T17 ISO 8 Blue level 5. But is that something you should rush for? No, definitely not. And people need to understand this. Just gear up characters as much as you need. You can see right here my new Masters of Evil team. They just have the bare minimum investment for them to be competitive. And we have information from the test server that these guys, the Masters of Evil, even at 700,000 power or 800,000 power, they're able to punch up huge against all meta teams, whether they are Unlimited X-Men, whether they are Wakanda, whether they are any other team, they are going to destroy. So when this team is released, you want to level them up like to level 85 Gear T15, and just let them be like that. You don't have to push them way beyond that mark because you don't need them for anything else. The case of Apocalypse, then yes, you have to gear up those characters to that point so you can unlock the character. But if it's not the case, you can just skip them. You can just leave them at a certain point that they are good enough. You don't have to gear up characters beyond the good enough point. Okay, so these three, the original Marvel Strike Force, Gear Tier 17, level 85 or level 90. That's it, stop. Beyond that, you don't need them anymore. The Rebirth Team, 750,000. The Dead Seed, you have to take them to level 90 because you need them to unlock Apocalypse. Wakanda, it's not the case. So you could stop. I went overboard with these guys, but you could stop at level 85 and Gear Tier 15. That's fine. What is more important is for you to get the yellow stars and to get the red stars. Of course, it really depends on which character you are obtaining the gold promos and so on, silver promos, but that's the point where you should be. If you want to be competitive, but at the same time always have resources for upcoming characters that are extremely important, then don't overgear your teams. It's just that, unless it's necessary, like the Dead Seed for Apocalypse, unless it's necessary. So from these characters we have right here, which characters should you take to level 95? None. You should not take any character to level 95. It's unnecessary. Darkhold, they are still gonna punch up. You can punch up 200k, 300k, Darkhold versus Darkhold mirror match. If you use the right strategy, you can punch up 200k, 300k easy, really easy. I have used my Darkhold versus Darkhold with Dormammu, 400k punch up, no problem there. If you use the right strategy, that's it. So all these teams that we had from last year, which teams should you take to level 95? None of them. Rebirth, fine, at 700,000 power, 750, 800k, that's all you need. You don't need anything beyond that. And everything else, it's just for the characters that you must gear up to achieve a certain goal. Whether it is Dark Dimension 5, whether it is Apocalypse, whether it is the upcoming Dark Dimension 6, then yes, you have to gear up your characters a little bit. Now, in terms of the Rebirth long term, supposedly there is a new raid coming up, a raid that will replace the Doom 3 raids. And then we have to analyze what's going to be the bare minimum for you to gear up your team to go through the content. But as soon as you reach that bare minimum, then you stop. You don't need to invest anymore. And if you see that the team is consistent enough, like 80% or 90% of the time, that's fine, because raids and all those things, it's a team effort. You can go with an alliance member, so you were not able maybe to clear the nodes by 100%, but your alliance mate is going to clear that up, and then you catch up and you help him instead on the upcoming nodes. And why do you need to have this mentality? You have this mentality if you want to be successful long term in the game without breaking the bank, and especially if you are free to play. This is the way you have to play the game. You want to take a look at my resources right now? Let's take a look at my resources. 19 million gold. 19 million gold. Let's take a look at how many training materials I have without spending a dime. 4,000 of the orange ones, 4,000 of the purple ones, without spending a dime. Let's take a look at my T4s. Can you guess? Write in the comments if you can guess how many T4s do I have. I'm gonna count to 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. How many T4s do I have? Let's see if you find out the answer. 4,000 T4s. 4,000 T4s. Because I use the T4s that are necessary. This one, the ultimate is necessary. The other ones, they are not necessary. You get bare minimum advantage out of doing those T4s. And this is why I'm able to be at the top of the game and having all these resources to spend. Tons and tons of gold, tons and tons of training materials, tons and tons of T4s. ISO 8 blue, I have a bunch of them. ISO 8 green, I have like 4 million of the ISO 8 green. because you don't spend if it's not necessary. You don't spend on trash characters. You can see right there, 5 million ISO 8 green. I have a controller ISO 8 for the next 2 upcoming characters. You can see right there, for the next 2 upcoming characters. I have all of these for every single character because you do not want to spend where it's not necessary. Nakia, skip. The Ravagers, skip. Other characters, skip. If it's not necessary, if it's not part of the meta, you just skip and that's it. So once again, which characters should you level up to level 95? None, because it's not required right now for you to have characters at level 95. Wait for the upcoming content, wait for the next raid, wait for Dark Dimension 5, so after you can see what is necessary for you to do in order to participate, in order to be competitive without wasting your resources. So yeah guys, that's gonna be the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Which characters should you level up to level 95? Literally none. And I hope you understand exactly why, and this is how you can be competitive without breaking the bank, especially if you are a free-to-play player. This is what you have to do in order to be successful in Marvel Strike Force, and enjoy the game. Enjoy the game. Like, if you want to just sim the nodes of everything, like, you're not enjoying the game because you are not even playing the game. You're just collecting the rewards. So make yourself a favor and make your teams geared up to the bare minimum, so you actually have to play the game and enjoy the different teams that the game provides to you, like the Rebirth, like Death Seed, and so on. So yeah guys, that's gonna be the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to smash that like button, and if you found the video helpful, make sure to share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content, and I will catch you guys later.